What's up, Taiwan? I'm Sani Chi with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The US has slapped steep tariffs on Canada, Mexico and China starting Saturday. As Adil Bra reports, it's a sign of what's to come for US President Donald Trump's second term in office.
In a blow to the US's top 3 trading partners, the White House has confirmed it's imposing steep tariffs on goods from Canada, Mexico and China.
Can you clarify whether those will actually be going into effect tomorrow or
Yes.
whether there might be some lead time?
Yes.
And are they will be going into effect tomorrow?
Correct.
From February 1st, the US will impose 25% tariffs on imports from Canada and Mexico, along with 10% on Chinese goods. It comes after a flurry of tariff threats made by US President Donald Trump during his presidential campaign. He says the action will help curb national security issues such as illegal migration and the smuggling of chemicals used for making the drug fentanyl.
We'll be announcing the tariffs on Canada and Mexico for a number of reasons. Number one is the people that have poured into our country so horribly and so much. Number two are the drugs, fentanyl and everything else that have come into the country. And number three are the massive subsidies that we're giving to Canada and to Mexico in the form of deficits.
The 10% levy on Chinese goods is also meant to punish China for its alleged role in the fentanyl trade. While lower than the 25% tariff Trump slapped on China in his first term, it's also a signal that the US aims to go hard on its competitors. But there are concerns such tariffs will raise prices for everyday American consumers.
If he actually puts on tariffs, you're going to get a price impact. We calculate 1.2% increase in average prices. And that may sound small, but hey, inflation is a big story. Inflation is why the Fed won't cut its interest rates. And that's not happy news. And there'll be price spikes in particular goods, like the olives I mentioned. I should have mentioned also fruits and vegetables, mangoes, avocados, lettuce, tomatoes.
And this is just the beginning. After a meeting with chip giant NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang on Friday, he said tariffs on computer chips are coming. Trump has previously threatened tariffs of up to 100 on semiconductors, a move meant to boost chip manufacturing in the US, and one that would impact Taiwan's semiconductor industry, prompting Taipei to try and shore up its ties with Washington. Trump's duties set to disrupt nearly $1.6 trillion in North American trade. It's a signal to all countries that the US will not go easy on partners or competitors. Adil Brad and Ryan Wu for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan is banning public sector workers from using China's open-source AI model, DeepSeek. The Digital Affairs Ministry cited possible data leaks as a national security risk. DeepSeek's launch in January gained much attention from the tech industry worldwide. It also raised concerns about data security as the company stores data on Chinese servers. The AI chatbot has also been seen censor answers to questions sensitive to the Chinese government, including about Taiwan. It's been 4 years since Myanmar's military overthrew the democratically elected government, kicking off an armed rebellion that has sent millions of people looking for safety abroad. Harel Hughes reports on the lives of young migrant workers searching for hope in Thailand.
In a small apartment on the outskirts of Bangkok, Ma Pugh, not her real name, tidies up the one-room apartment she shares with her husband. The 28-year-old is from Myanmar, where she used to teach young children while studying for her teacher's qualifications. But all that changed once the military took over. She became one of millions to flee the country and now works the night shift 6 days a week at a fish processing plant in Thailand, afraid to return home. On February 1st, 2021, Myanmar's military overthrew the democratically elected government and seized power, kicking off nationwide democracy protests and an armed resistance lasting for 4 years. The bloody conflict has sent millions of people fleeing for safety into nearby countries like Thailand. Thailand is now home to the world's largest Burmese diaspora, over 4 million people, according to estimates by the UN Migration Agency, working difficult and poorly paid jobs and living in fear of being sent back. 25-year-old Tura, also using a pseudonym, is one of those millions. He fled Myanmar last year when the military junta announced mandatory conscription. Rather than fight for the regime, he chose to escape and now lives with his sister in Bangkok.
ဒီဖြစ်ရကကျွန်တော်တို့စိတ်ထဲမှာတော့တိတ်တည်းရင်နာတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့တော်တော်လက်ခံစားရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကိုချင်းစားတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကိုလိုမျိုးပဲကိုတကယ်ချင်းတွေအခုရှိတဲ့လက်ရှိညီကိုမော်ရမတွေပေါ့နော်ဖြစ်စေချင်တာပေါ့နော်ကိုလိုပေါ့နော်နိုင်ဘာလဲရည်ချက်ကြီးနဲ့သူတို့ဖြစ်ချင်တဲ့အကောင့်တွေပေါ်ကြီးဖြစ်စေချင်တာဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့လိုမဖြစ်လာတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့မှာစိတ်ထဲမှာတော့စိတ်တကြစိတ်တော့မကောင်းဘူးပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ပေါ့
Myanmar's military leaders have extended the state of emergency another 6 months and promised to hold elections this year, an announcement that has been scrutinized around the globe. In the meantime, the millions of exiles who fled abroad may have found safety in their communities, but 4 years later, still struggle to have hope for the future. Howard Jung and Harel Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan is working to protect a rare dragonfly species found only in central Taiwan's mountainous Nantou County. Known for its distinctive small and bright abdomen, this is the Xianghongqingting, the slim red dragonfly. It's a species endemic to Taiwan and only found in the country's mountainous county of Nantou.
目前发现只有于此普里国信才有，我觉得这是一个宝。
Already considered a rare species, the insect is facing habitat loss, as it relies on land slowly being developed.
譬如说，我们在原来调查的40个栖地点里头，其实也有不少，其实面临到原来的湿地是整个都被填平，然后盖了房子的。
To protect the dragonfly, the government is teaming up with volunteers to conduct ecological surveys and promote its conservation.
我们可能也会做一些志工的一些培训啊，或者是公民科学家，然后就是持续帮我们做监测，还有一些保育的宣导。
Nantou is home to more than half of Taiwan's 160 species of dragonflies. With the government working with the local community, there is growing hope that this rare species may one day thrive in the area, making Nantou a safe haven for these special creatures. Patrick Chen and Sani Chi for TaiwanPlus. The World Marathon Challenge 2025 is underway.
Get set, go!
This year, 62 athletes are challenging themselves to complete 7 full marathons across 7 continents in a week. Alan Nowaj, a tech entrepreneur from California, was the first to cross the finish line at the first marathon in Antarctica. He completed it in 3 hours, 21 minutes and 7 seconds.
Feels amazing. I just tried to settle into comfortable pace and, kept it like mid 730s the whole time and was spending most of my time just trying to find a good route out there. There's some soft snow and some ice, but we're just towing the line between that and trying to put it in cruise control and bring it home. It was awesome. It was amazing.
The runners will continue on to races in Perth, Dubai, Madrid, Brazil's Fortaleza, and finish off in Miami on February 6. What's your go-to dessert after a holiday feast? Sweets are an important part of Lunar New Year celebrations. TaiwanPlus sent a team to Taipei's famous Dihua Street to look for some classic Taiwanese treats.
We're in Taipei on Dihua Street looking to see how Taiwanese people get ready. Yvonne? Hey!
Hey, Jonathan!
新年快乐!
Happy New Year! How do you like Dihua Street?
It's crowded and busy and full of food for sale. Is that because it's Lunar New Year?
That's right. There's no Lunar New Year without food. What's your biggest feast back home? Christmas?
Thanksgiving in my family, or maybe Passover. It's a Jewish holiday. My mom cooks a mean brisket.
Wow, that's yum. Well, in Taiwan, the dinner on Lunar New Year's Eve is the most important one of the year. Like growing up, my family would always have about 20 dishes on the table.
And no string bean casserole, I bet.
Nuh-uh. Well, after the feast, the whole family would gather in the living room, just chilling, watching TV, and chatting over some sweets. we've got a couple of saying in Taiwanese Hokkien like "Jia Di Di Ho Gui Ni" or "Jia Di Di Ho Li Ho and Gui Tsu Bi." Do you have a sweet tooth, Jonathan?
Oh, sure do. Halfway to type 2.
All right, we're here today to check out some traditional Lunar New Year sweets on Dihua streets.
And see how Taiwanese welcome in the Year of the Snake.
Well, let's go.
Dihua Street is one of Taipei's oldest streets. It's kept much of its architecture from the late Qing dynasty, that's 19th century to around the turn of the 20th century. And also the businesses here sell products that you might have found for sale over 100 years ago. There's a store selling traditional bamboo products, tea, medicinal herbs, dried foods, and it's a famous Lunar New Year shopping street in Taiwan, one of the most famous. People come here to get everything they need for the holiday.
Jonathan, you know, things like meat, oil, and sugar were once considered luxuries back in the days when most Taiwanese people were poor by today's standards. And they can only enjoy these kind of sweets on special occasions, such as
Lunar New Year.
That's right.
So what kind of sweets do Taiwanese people enjoy during Lunar New Year?
Let's check it out.
那个三色软糖那是小时候还有那个贡糖、花生糖之类的，那种四色糖啊，或者有一点像那个好几种颜色，能够果糖的那个花生那一种。
巧克力吧，最常见那个金币的巧克力。
Chocolate coins, sugar-coated peanuts, and all kinds of candies. We went a little crazy at the candy store. And we still have one more destination to visit.
老板，新年快乐！你好，你好。想问过年的时候，你们哪一些卖的比较好啊？
哦，我们过年的话是原味年糕、红豆年糕，还有咸年糕，然后萝卜糕的部分都有。
哎，那老板，我们这些粿啊，都是用什么原料做成的？
像萝卜糕的话，萝卜糕跟蛙粿这一类的都是再来米，然后年糕、菜包这部分、麻糬、紫米糕这些都是糯米类。
Why are these snacks all made from rice? That's because the people who came over to Taiwan from China from the 17th century up until the mid-20th century mostly came from southern China, where rice has been the predominant staple food for thousands of years. Wheat is mainly grown in China's north, far from the ports where Taiwan's Han Chinese settlers left from for their new home. And that's why you'll find snacks like Angu Gui, Caitou Gui, Tangyuan, and other ricey delights gracing the offering tables of families across Taiwan every Lunar New Year.
其实台湾呢有很丰富的这个米食的文化，那但是你如果讲到节庆米食的话呢，它其实就会以比较传统的再来米为主还有糯米。我们日常其实会吃很多的这个再来米。另外呢，在这个节庆的时候，就会以糯米来制作这种具有粘性而且甜甜的食物。
We hope you get to enjoy some special treats with people you love this Lunar New Year. From all of us at TaiwanPlus, we hope the Year of the Snake slithers joyfully into your life and brings you happiness, prosperity, and health.
All right, Jonathan, I think we've got everything we want, right?
Yeah,
and our co-workers are waiting for us in the newsroom. Shall we head back?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with Gov't, a 6-year-old limousine cow who will be the mascot for the Paris International Agriculture Show later this month. I'm Sunny Chi, take care and see you next time.